Hello and welcome back to my Risk Road to Grandmaster series. I am Logan, aka Laser G, playing here as the pink player, trying to get up to Grandmaster in this amazing game. Currently ranked as an expert, almost a master. I think if I win this game, I'm probably going to rank up. Let's go ahead and check out our other players quickly. Seems like we got a fair number of Americans. No alliances in this game, otherwise pretty standard settings. No blizzards, no fog, none of that. Playing with 6 players. Wish everyone good game and good luck. Let's see what white does. Looks like they're going for South America, which is quite bad for me because I am in South America as well. So hopefully they let me out. Otherwise, gonna have a tough time this game. Got all my troops in Asia, so not looking good for me to hold a continent. And let's see what happens here. So white poised to take South America. Really bad start for me. Incredible Europe start for purple. Has all of their troops essentially there other than Australia. Blue, looks like blue might try and take Africa. They're going to have a hard time doing that. They're in a similar boat as me, but a little bit better because they don't have troops locked in South America. And of course they hit me. So question is on my turn, do I try and add in South America and preserve that stack? I think the answer is yes. And how do I get out? Well, who is motivated to let me out? I think white is the most motivated to let me out. So I'm just going to add all of my troops here, indicate to white that I would like to go this way, careful not to attack, say thanks for letting me out, and then we are going to consolidate. Lose a troop, of course. So a tough start here. Only have 2 positions already. Do have Madagascar, which I like Madagascar in Japan. My favorite risk YouTuber, the Kill Pete Strategy, talks about why these are such good territories. They allow you to sort of hide out in the early game. Red going to consolidate in Africa and move their troops out of South America like I have been trying to do. And that makes it a lot more likely that white smashes into me and just takes their bonus now. Hopefully they don't, because that would completely sink my game already. Very fragile position here, but if I can get Madagascar, Japan, and a North America bonus, sorry, not a bonus, no bonus in this game, but a North America position, I will be in much better shape, because those are 3 places where I really like to be, even though we don't have a continent. So let's see if purple goes aggressively here for Europe. It looks like that they will, and then potentially guard with a central stack. Wow, and a first turn Europe. Unbelievable. I'm going to say good game, because that is incredible. Let's see if everyone lets them hold. Who is most likely to break them, and does white completely smash into me here? They do. All right. So this will be a really good test to see if we can win a game where we get unbelievably unlucky at the start. And the white doesn't finish. They just smash my troops. So that was real nice of them. Let me give them a thanks. Now, if they had let me out, which I was trying to get them to let me out, they would have preserved a lot more troops and still had the bonus. Instead, they don't have the bonus, and they make a mortal enemy out of me. So we're going to try and execute a scenario where A, we don't lose immediately, and B, white dies. I really don't want to lose Madagascar. Unfortunately, though, I think red is going to smash it either way. Wow, this is an ugly start for me. I think I'd have to add to Madagascar, unfortunately, because that's my only chance of having any kind of game. Don't lose a troop for once. Gonna move everything else into Japan and hide out. Hopefully in Japan and Madagascar. Let's see if red smashes into me. They don't. Okay. So, for the first time in this game, we get a little bit lucky, where red seems like they're going to be a solid player in multiple positions. Don't go aggressively for Africa. Allow us to add to Madagascar, hide out in Madagascar and Japan, and hopefully build up my troops slowly, wait for someone to make a mistake. It's obviously not an ideal way to start the game. We've lost a ton of troops already, but if we can come back and win this game, it'll be proof that the cards really matter. More than continents, more than the early game. Obviously not ideal, and I'm probably going to die first. So purple was allowed to hold their first turn Europe. They went last in the turn order, so they got more troops on turn 1 to do it. And now purple should win this game almost uncontested. They have twice as many troops as me already. Unbelievable. At the end of the second turn. Okay, and they lose a lot of troops in Australia. That was an odd play. The only explanation for that is teaming, I think, or them just being a bad player. I'm hoping that my opponents are not secretly collaborating, because that is somewhat common and would make this even harder for me to come up with them. White takes their bonus. Really happy for white. And I'd imagine that that's the end of their turn. Fortunately for me, white is not in very many positions, and so yes, they have the bonus, but they don't have a lot of troops because they stupidly smashed into my stack rather than letting me out. And if someone takes them out in Siam, which tends to be a very vulnerable spot, all the noob smashing in Australia, and someone takes out their 2, which I would do if I was anywhere near there in North America, right? This 2, this 3, they're going to be all in one place, and red might card block them. So, rooting against white a little bit here. If I can't win, hoping that white loses. And I think in my turn, my play is very clear. I have to add to Madagascar to make sure that stack exists. And again, play a very, very slow, passive game, building up and most importantly, waiting for people to smash into each other and for the sets to get big, hoping I can kill someone. Blue continues to target me. Yep. Okay, blue hits a 1 of mine. Very cool. I'm going to put my 3 in Madagascar, like I said. I'm going to get my take on black here. And I'm going to go back, I think, to Japan. So, hiding out with a 7 and an 8 stack. Obviously in dire straits on 18 troops. And red does add to Africa now. They get an easy card in Australia, which is a good move. So red continuing to play well. And they consolidate. Let's see. Yeah, they consolidate. So unfortunately, red has forced my hand. I need to add more to Madagascar to make sure that still exists. I don't think my 7 in Japan is under any risk of getting attacked. Black gonna hit me. Keep me weak. Hits blue. Alright, a nice change of pace. Someone not hitting into me this game. Take a look at the troop count. White, despite holding the continent, only barely beating me in troops at this point. Not a very skillful take from them. And the purple player off to an enormous lead, being allowed to hold Europe. Looks like we're about to see an easy take, potentially on blue in Greenland, and then external hold on Europe. Let's see. Nope, gets value out of the Australian position. So another good play by purple. Black still not taking their Australia, which I think they could have taken Australia a little bit more aggressively. I think now we see them do it on this turn. See if I have a set. Obviously don't want to be setting in this early, but I'm gonna have to think about it at some point because I am very, very weak. This is probably the worst beginning of a game that I've had, maybe ever, in a very long time. Normally when I'm playing without any bonuses, without any continents, I like having many positions. This is sort of the worst of both worlds, where we have no continents and only 2 positions on the board. Fortunately, they're very, very far apart and out of the way into territories that I like, but still not good. Let's see what blue is doing. Blue is playing an interesting game. They're going to consolidate in Eastern Canada right now, I would suspect, which is another great territory. Move that 4. No, they don't consolidate there. Interesting. Okay. So I think I have a pretty easy turn here. I'm going to get a take on blue because they have been annoying me all game long. And I'm going to move back to Madagascar. Am at a little bit of a risk of getting card blocked here, but I don't think my opponents are thinking that far ahead. Let's check if I have a set. I don't have a set. Okay, and the long game continues. No set on 4. Probably wasn't going to trade anyway. Let's see who's in a position to kill me. Does red knock out my 10 right now? Or threaten to do so at the very least if I don't leave. Interesting. Okay, so my read on red as a good player, I think I take back. Because setting in there was a bizarre noobish play rather than waiting for the value of the sets to increase. What's strange is they set in on 3, which you almost never see good players do, and black takes Australia now. Let's see it. 1, 2 more. Take Siam, fortify in with the 5. Interesting, they don't take Australia. Okay, strange play from black. I would have taken Australia a long time ago. No one's really contesting them for it, other than I suppose blue, but I think they can have it and hold it still. But yes, red sets in early, which is a beginner play, but then doesn't rush Africa, which is typically you see beginners set in early so they can take continents. So not really understanding red's play. Purple getting absurdly strong. They burst into Africa and then move back. Okay. What does white do here? I think white adds, well, if I was white, I would add to the Alaska position, I think, because you don't want to get stuck and pinned into South America, but I suspect they're just going to add to their guard in South America and get a card off of red. Yep, okay, and then they do the split guard, or move back. Split guard. Okay, so red can break white if they want to burn a lot of troops and make an enemy. I don't think anyone is going to break them. We're hoping for a war or a mistake. That is our opportunity to pounce, and of course we're hoping we don't get killed right now. I think the sets are still a little too small to justify killing me, but once I have 5 cards, it'll be appetizing for someone else. So who else is going to be worth killing? I think white will be worth killing at some point. Difficult decision here what we do. Unfortunately, I think I have to keep adding to Madagascar. I'm going to do that. Question is, do I move out? And I don't think I do. so that I can take advantage of white if someone slams into them. And I think I am now going to move out of Japan. No point in hiding out anymore. It's game time. We've got 5 cards. We have a set. We do have the Japan bonus. Interesting. Okay. So I don't think anyone kills me right now, which is good. We're going to set in. Red is on that valuable territory in eastern Canada that attacks in 6 different directions. Do they move back there? Spending a lot of time thinking about this fortify decision. So white is going to set in. They're not going to be a kill target. Black is a potential target right now if they finish Australia, which they don't. Interesting. So I don't think I can quite kill anyone, or it makes sense to kill anyone. I think I do just want to position myself properly on this board. So I like the idea of being in either Alaska or Russia on that Nexus territory. We see purple attack out and move back in. Purple getting very strong. So I like the idea of being there, and I like the idea of being in the Middle East, potentially. Although then red might block me from killing white. And white, I think, will become quite the target, because I don't expect that 3 in Siam to stay there forever. And they're only getting 6 on this trade now. So I do want to be in a position to kill white. I want to be in a position to kill blue. White gets value out of Siam before it's gone. Okay, that was a good turn from white. Redeeming themselves a little bit from smashing me earlier. Interesting decision for me here. I really don't think I can or make sense to kill anyone, because the only target would be black on 5. We would set and get 12. So yeah, no, doesn't really make sense to even think about that yet. Does blue go for the kill on me right now? They might have it. I think they do have it. But I don't think it makes sense for them to do it yet. And no, they don't go for it. Okay, a little nerve-wracking there because I think they could have killed me. Okay, so we're going to set in. Get another troop on Japan. I am going to move. Do I want to move to the Middle East? I think that I do want to move to the Middle East. We might regret it later. But let's get a 20 stack there. Nice big stack. We're going to fortify from Japan. Okay, so we have 19 there. We're going to end turn. And we're going to get 14 there. Okay, so obviously looking a little better for me after the set. And unbelievably, we have more troops than blue. And almost as many as white, despite just about the most brutal start to the game that I've ever experienced. So, pretty amazing that we are still this competitive in this game. And in fact, we have more troops than red. So, yeah, this is pretty unbelievable that this game is close for me. But obviously, purple in a commanding lead for now. Black finally going to take Australia. You would think so. One more. Interesting. And attack red? No. Fortify the 5 onto the 27. Make a scary 31 stack, and there it is. Okay, so finally, I don't know what took them so long. Black feels comfortable enough to take in Australia. Let's take a look, see if I have a set. I do have a set. Okay. What happens now? Purple gets an easy take. Okay, so purple got the Europe right away, but they have been playing very passively ever since then. And they're only in that one position. Interesting. They've got a 12 stack locked in Western Europe. Question is, does it make sense for me to kill anyone right now? I don't think so because I won't be able to set in turn. But I might have to set to not die. On 4. Blue does set in. Does blue kill me right now? I think that they can. What does blue do? Hoping they do something stupid and smash into Australia or Europe, obviously. But it looks like they're lining up to kill me still. So I am going to set in. I'm not going to kill anyone, but I am going to have to set in if they don't kill me right now. They go in the direction of killing me. Do they go for it? They don't. Okay, that was another close call. For the second time, blue probably should have killed me. I set in. Who is the best target for me? Red looks pretty killable. Oh, I see. So blue blocks me from killing red. Very sneaky move. Maybe I kill black eventually. I see. Okay. That was a very good move. I'm going to just split for now and make myself hard to kill. I want to be able to go that way, but I'm going to attack regardless. Again, not loving this board position, obviously, but I do think that I move back here. Okay, so we've got 230 stacks. We are miraculously second in troops for now, although that's going to change when other folks set in. Pretty amazing that no one has died yet. So the value of the sets is now 30. We've got white on 46 troops. So they might be a target. Oh my goodness. So red just gets absolutely destroyed in that position. Lose a ton of troops. So red is now clearly the best kill. Do they get a card? They do. So someone's going to kill red. I suspect it will be who's in a position to kill them. It could be black if they have a set here. But so red is being kill guarded in North America. So black and I cannot really get to red. Yeah, black is kind of stuck here. So I predict that blue gets the kill on red. They seem like they're in the best position to run through with the 33, although I'm blocking them from getting into red in Africa. Interesting. And now black is looking increasingly appetizing to me. See what happens here. We've got another very passive play from purple, who knocks white out of the pocket, knocks red out of the pocket, kills black there. Okay, they're going for the red kill, and they get it. So purple kills red, and they can't set in again yet. They're going to be on 5 cards, so I think purple could win on the next turn. Unless they keep going here, which I don't think they do. What does white do now? Purple also sort of kill guarding black in Australia. White sets in. Interesting. What can white do, though? Purple playing well, by the way, no longer guarding their Europe, so that's smart of them to realize we're past that stage of the game. White doesn't do much of anything. Set is 40. I'm hoping that blue opens up my 30 and then unblocks me. That would be a bad move for them because my 30 is very poorly positioned now. I can't really kill black. I can't really do much of anything if we're being honest. So I think I just lose this game if purple plays correctly. I think purple sweeps on their turn. They kill black easily, and then they kill me or blue, and then they kill the other one, and then they kill white. So I think purple wins on the next turn if they're smart correctly. What does blue do here? Nothing much. What do I do here? I think also nothing much. I do want to open myself up to killing black if necessary, if we can. So I think we move off of this one. See if we can get the kill here. Good. Gonna fortify in the direction of killing black. Don't think any of this is gonna matter. I think purple is about to sweep and win this game. What does black do on their turn? Attack my 1, get an easy take off the 7? Or do they do something very aggressive? Taking a lot of time to think about it, I think they realize that they're screwed no matter what they do, which is what they were just thinking. They do take the easy take off of my 1, as I expected, and call it a turn. I think, okay, they take another one. An unnecessary take there. They take another one. Okay, very interesting. So they're opening my 30 up in every direction. Actually sort of helps me. I suppose they're making themselves slightly harder to kill, but not really. I don't quite understand that move from black, and I think it was the last whimper of a dying dog, unfortunately. Here comes purple, as we expected, gonna kill black. Gets good dice. And that's the last of black. I hope you had fun, black, taking all of my territories in Asia, because now they belong to purple, as will this entire board very shortly. So, question is, who did they kill after black? Because they're going to set in again. I think the answer is blue, because they're a little bit better set up to kill blue. At the very least, I hope the answer is blue. So there's a 45. Put it next to blue, please. Interesting. So they just sweep the board now? Yeah, that's a good game. So we saw this coming from a mile away. Pretty much from that first turn, Europe broke. And they're going to smash into white. I think this was poorly played, actually, on their part. Burning through a lot of troops to do that. They keep making white easier to kill. And I'm curious what white does on their turn. Let's see here. What does white do now? Does white suicide into purple? They're gonna break purple at the very least. They're gonna kill. Yeah, a misplay by purple, who absolutely should have done that earlier. And now they go for the kill on me, and they feed me their kill? Let's see how many troops that they have. Okay, so I think I do just have to go for this now. Yeah. Make sure I don't block myself here. Okay. Get the white kill. And now we're going to hit as hard as we can. A lot of misplays here at the end. Yep. Here we go. So that should be enough there. Okay, here we go. Let's see how hard we can hit purple. Do this quickly. Don't get it. Oops, did not mean to do that. But we do get that territory and it actually works out. Oh my god. I absolutely hate that. Go back to Blitz. And that should do it. Okay, so that was a little bit of a nightmare. And unfortunately, I think it's not going to matter because purple sends in. So purple, if they're fast, they're going to swing forward. And this is looking like my first loss, unless purple makes a mistake. We do have the set. We have 60. We have that 10 hiding out in Australia. And I'm going to hope to get the entire board here. Let's see how quickly I can move. Hopefully faster than that last ugly turn. Yeah. Oh, they don't get it. Okay. So they break everything, but we set in. Okay. Here we go. How much can we get? I think almost everything. Okay, good roll there. I'm gonna go this way. Not great at the path, but hopefully good enough. Gotta move very fast, obviously. Okay. This is looking good so far. Whoops. Okay. Don't think I can get it anyway. Alright, that went well. Okay, where do we fortify now? Right there. Okay, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Does purple have a set? Please don't have a set. Please don't have a set. Wow. What an unbelievable comeback if purple doesn't have a set right now. What a crazy game. So remember, early in this game, we were just completely smashed in multiple places, including our stack in South America, very slowly built up. Meanwhile, purple held Europe from turn 1 and got extremely strong. Extremely strong. But we saw a lot of really poor play at the end when folks were making kills. Purple went for a kill on white that they really were not in a position to do, and then white went for a kill on me that they weren't in a position to do, feeding me their own kill. And now the way this has worked out, it looks like purple botted. Looks like purple is gone, got frustrated. That's a good game. And yep, there's their 4. That will do it. So an unbelievable, crazy turn of events here. We get 30 troops. And that'll do it. I hope you all enjoyed this unbelievably wild game of Risk. Thank you very much. And let's see what ranks our opponents were in this game. Okay, so we got blue was an expert, black was an expert, purple was an expert. So we beat 3 experts and 2 intermediates. A pretty good field here. No beginners, no novices. I'm a little bit surprised that purple is an expert, I have to say. They played the end very poorly. White makes sense that they weren't intermediate. Yeah, a lot of strange play at the end. Some good play throughout the game, and then weaknesses came out when it came time to make kills, allowing me to make a pretty crazy comeback. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time on my road to becoming a Grandmaster.